And this is exactly why those really annoying OxyClean commercials are so effective, and like you're watching Comedy Central at 2 o'clock in the morning and those come on and then you're almost convinced you need one now. And the reason why is because it has the excitement behind it. It has the enthusiasm behind it. They show you a problem and a solution to that problem. And then all of a sudden I think like, you know what, like I need to clean blood stains from all my clothing and my bed sheets and everything like that. I need this, and that's why this is so effective. What's up you guys, it's Graham here. So I've said it before in a previous video, but one of the most profitable skills that you can learn with the highest ROI, besides obviously subscribing to Graham Stephan and commenting down below and smashing that like button, because I mean those are pretty important skills to have too, but in all seriousness, the skill is learning how to sell. In one way or another, almost everything you do at its core when you really get down to it is sales. Whether you're actually selling a physical product, whether you're selling a house, a car, whether you're selling yourself during an interview trying to get a job, or whether or not it's just to get you guys to smash that like button and comment down below. Almost everything at its core is sales. And from my experience, I found this is the easiest way to sell something, and it often comes without even trying. And the biggest difference that I've seen is just to be excited and passionate and enthusiastic about whatever it is that you're doing. Like no joke, you could totally suck at everything else when it comes to sales, but if you're just excited about what you're doing, you can overcome all of that just because of your enthusiasm. Like think of it this way, people really pick up how you feel. And if you feel like and you're not excited about something and you don't want to be there, people pick up on the subtleties of how you speak, the way that you act, your body language, everything else that goes into that. And they subconsciously just aren't that into it as well, only because you're not into it. And on a very subconscious level, it's extremely difficult to fake this sort of excitement and enthusiasm. It's not just the words that you say, like, check out this amazing foam, it really makes the audio so much better. It's like, it's none of that. It's everything else that goes along with that. And it's oftentimes the things that people don't really pick up on that make the biggest difference. By the way, you guys, link to this really cool acoustic foam down below. It's gonna be sold out very shortly, just kidding. So like I said, when people pick up how you feel, how into something impacts the other person just as much. Like think of it this way, if I was selling a phone case and I was really excited about it and I was totally into it and I thought it was like the best phone case in the world, where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Like, if I was to tell you guys, like, look at this amazing phone case, it's like this cool carbon fiber weave design in the back, and the best part about this is only like $7.99, and I've had this now for like 8 months. This is the coolest phone case ever. I get compliments on it everywhere I go. You get the idea of that. Like, just because I actually do like really like this phone case and I've had it for a while, just because of that, you guys are more likely to buy it because I am into it and I'm excited about it than this foam acoustic pad here, which isn't bad, but like it would be very hard for me to sell something like this that I'm not like absolutely into, just because, you know, I probably should have gotten the probably the 1.5 inches and I only got like the 3/4 inch one. And that comes through in the way that I speak, and that also influences you to be more likely to pick up on that energy in the way I'm speaking about it. So just that one small change of being really excited about something, really enthusiastic about it, really into it, is gonna make a world of difference. But the thing is, you really actually have to believe in it. You can't just fake being excited, you can't fake being into it, you can't just put on a front of just like, this is the best thing ever. For this to really work and be effective, you really actually have to believe it. It's not something that you can learn to cultivate or anything like that. It's just, it has to come from within, and you really have to be just as into it as whatever you're expressing to the other person. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, as a realtor myself, there are some homes I absolutely love. Like, these homes are the homes that I would love to one day own. If I had the money, like, I would be buying that home. When it comes to those homes, it's super easy for me to sell them, and they often sell really quick. Mostly because I am just like super into it and it comes through in the way that I speak. This is also why I only make YouTube videos when I'm really in the mood to make a YouTube video, because I feel like on a much deeper level, if I don't want to make the video and I'm not excited about it, it's gonna come through in the video and everyone's gonna pick up on it, and it's just not gonna be a good video. And like I said, it's a very subconscious thing. Not everyone can pick up on it, but I feel like on a deep level, a lot of people can see through it, and a lot of people can see when I make a video and I'm not totally into it versus when I'm making a video like this is one of the ones like I'm super into because I like making videos on topics that I like myself. So something like this versus maybe something, you know, I don't know any examples, but anyway, I mean, you can see the difference between the two. So having this type of excitement and enthusiasm is often what leads people to do really well at something in the very beginning of their career with whatever they're starting, because it's new and exciting. only to have their sales ability dwindle as they get more accustomed to the process and start being complacent in what they're doing. And this is something, by the way, I've seen across the board. People start off really strong because they're excited about it, and they actually do really well in the beginning, only to do worse over time. Even though their technical ability and their knowledge of the subject goes up, their sales and performance ends up going down only because they've just gotten used to it and that excitement and passion is gone. So this is why it's so important to continually push yourself, to keep that level of excitement high, while also increasing your technical ability and skills. And when you combine the two, this is where you're able to see some huge leaps and bounds in terms of your performance and your skills. Even though this is something that you have to consider in the future, oftentimes when you just start something, you're gonna do the best in the very beginning. So it's so important when you do this to take advantage of that and strike while the iron's hot, and then just continually set your standards higher and higher and higher. And that is going to push you to keep that level of enthusiasm throughout whatever you're doing. And keep in mind that anytime you're selling something, it needs to solve a problem. Anytime we buy something, it either needs to make our lives easier or bring enjoyment to us or entertain us. And it's so much more difficult to convince somebody they need something than to find a problem and then solve that problem for that person. This is why I believe that the best things tend to sell themselves without any convincing. It should be really easy. If you need to convince somebody they need these foam pads, link down below, it's going to be a much tougher sale than figuring out what that person's problem is, what they need, and then providing them a solution. And at the same time, really believing in the solution that you bring. And this is exactly why those really annoying OxyClean commercials are so effective, and like you're watching Comedy Central at 2 o'clock in the morning and those come on, and then you're almost convinced you need one now. And the reason why is because it has the excitement behind it. It has the enthusiasm behind it. They show you a problem and a solution to that problem. And then all of a sudden I think like, you know what? Like I need to clean blood stains from all my clothing and my bed sheets and everything like that. I need this, and that's why this is so effective. And this is also exactly why Tai Lopez is so successful at selling his courses, because he serves a need in the market for that information. And he's also in his garage, like, who else is in their garage right now? Well, I don't really like to call it a garage. I actually call it a studio because garage just sounds like, you know, filming in your garage. No, I'm actually filming in my studio. Quick tip of the day. And ideally, everything you do should be a win-win for both people involved. And my personal philosophy on this is that anything you do should benefit the other person more than it benefits you. And this is the best way to keep something sustainable long-term. Because if you ever take a short-term approach and do something where you get more benefit than the other person's just gonna be upset at their purchase, they're gonna regret it, and they're never gonna work with you again. So this is exactly why everything I've ever done benefits the other person more than it benefits me. And in the end, we all end up winning. It's all sustainable, it can continue long-term, and everyone's happy. Like there's zero downside in giving a little bit more value than what you receive in return. And this is especially true in my real estate business. And I have never once just tried to like, you know, take the short-term approach and be like, yeah, just buy this one for a quick commission. Because I know if I ever did that, they're never gonna use me again. And most of my business in the last year of $22 million in sales, almost all of that has been repeat and referral business. So again, this is why it's so important. Give more value than what you get in return, and it's gonna come back to you in the future, and everyone's gonna be happy, everyone's gonna be winning, and that's how you make something sustainable long term. So just to recap this, the few things that you need: first off, you have to be excited about it, and you have to be into it, and you have to believe it. You can't fake this. The next thing is that you have to solve a problem. You can't really convince somebody they need something where they don't really need it. It's really difficult to do, and it's just an uphill battle. Instead, find out what their problems are and figure out a solution to that problem. And lastly, it's gotta be a win-win. The other person has to benefit from this more than what you get. And by doing this, it's gonna be sustainable long-term, and everyone's gonna be happy. Everyone's gonna wanna come back to you for more, and again, it's a win-win, and you just wouldn't be like a selfish person if you did that either. So that's my personal philosophy on this and my take on this. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you like these types of videos, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also smash the like button. Comment down below if you guys have any suggestions for future videos or anything else you want to see or do or whatever. Also, feel free to add me on Snapchat and Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. Thank you again for watching, and Until next time. Oh, and really quick, before you guys click out of this, I totally forgot to mention this. By popular demand, I ended up making a private Facebook group for everyone who wants to network, share their stories, talk real estate, investments, crypto, all that sort of stuff outside of YouTube. Because from what I've seen in the comment section, everyone is like super supportive and really trying to help each other out, and I love that. And I wanted to create a bit of a community outside of YouTube. So for anyone interested in joining that private Facebook group, the link is in the description, so go ahead, check that out. And by the way, it's only been up for a few days, and we already have over 700 members in this group. It's been really incredible. So if you guys want to join, there's some amazing people in this group. We're all trying to help each other out. It really feels more like a bit of a community. Just imagine a comment section, except like honestly much bigger on Facebook. So if you guys want to join that, again, the link is down below. Feel free to join. I would love to see you guys there. I really think you'll enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. But anyway, that's it. Wanted to throw that in there, and thank you again for watching. Until next time.